There has been a revolution in the availability of economic data as digitalization has progressed. The amount of data produced has exploded exponentially, but the ability to use that data to anticipate the way sentiment influences the future direction of the economy has not progressed to the same extent. A research project being undertaken by researchers at the University of Buckingham, University College London, Rutgers, and Princeton uses artificial intelligence to measure sentiment and expectations, which are difficult to measure accurately or frequently through other ways like surveys. As a part of the project, they are looking for help from people whose professional experience includes evaluating financial risk to help train the model. If you are interested in getting hands-on experience with the use of AI models in finance and economics, sign up to get more information with the link below. By taking part in this research project, being conducted by top academics in the field, participants will gain the opportunity to learn about training cutting-edge AI models to improve understanding of economics and finance. There is no cost for participation, and your participation can remain anonymous. The 1 hour of your time required can be done when it is convenient for you. Participants in the project are asked for their immediate reaction to a number of phrases used in financial publications to help improve understanding about how humans perceive risk and how they gain or lose confidence in response to changes in business and the economy. Your participation may also lead to future invitations to take part in the development of new, more advanced AI models. This is a great career-building opportunity to learn about one of the most exciting developments in finance. Let's get into a little more detail about the project's objectives. The economy often seems to move in ways that deviate from past trends in ways that aren't explainable from just the economic conditions. If there were a deterministic relationship between the economic condition that we see today and the future direction of the economy, economic forecasting would be straightforward. The reaction to an economic shock would be easily anticipated based on the way the economy unfolded after the last shock. There would be little reason for economic forecasts or surveys of consumers, businesses, and investors about their sentiment towards the economy's condition. But that's rarely what we experience in the economy or in financial markets. Instead, we see similar shocks having far different impacts at different points in the cycle of economic sentiment. In financial markets, the effect may be described in terms of economic events already having been priced in, or through fluctuations representing the way that financial markets digest new information about the future. In both cases, the fluctuations are market reactions to changes in sentiment, which is driven by expectations. A lot of effort has been expended to improve the quality of the economic and financial data that is used to measure historical economic and business conditions and performance to make it more accurate and more timely. Despite these advances, our understanding of the economy is still limited by the lack of measurement of sentiment. The gap has often been filled by surveys of consumers, of business leaders, or of investors to try to capture a current measure of sentiment. But surveys are difficult and costly to conduct and are often infrequent. This information is always imperfect, and the lack of frequent updates makes it difficult to connect changes in current sentiment with external shocks in the economy or in financial markets. Artificial intelligence has been used in many fields as a way to take relatively unstructured data and use it to train a model to anticipate a human reaction, such as how a person would respond to a question. One area where technology can play a role in improving understanding of the economy and financial institutions. Indicators of sentiment are produced every day in news publications reporting about business, the economy, and financial markets. These indicators are not produced in a way that can be easily quantified for use as a sentiment gauge. The researchers are investigating whether an AI model trained by financial risk professionals could improve upon the current situation compared to survey-driven sentiment indicators. RFI is sharing information about this project because it relates to one of the most critical concerns in responsible finance. Every year, there is more and more information about the consequences of ESG risks for financial institutions. Scientists continue to improve humanity's understanding of the physical consequences of climate change and nature loss. Yet, a critical piece is missing if you want to understand how ESG climate and nature risks will impact finance, because financial institutions are run by people. Climate change is not going to be defined by a single discrete event or a step change of the severity of the same risks that we know today. Instead, it will imprint on the economy through a series of shocks that represent the emergence of a new era for humanity. The direct impacts of climate change will have significant consequences for the economy and financial institutions, but the ways in which the impacts will either amplify or dampen the resulting impact on the economy, for business and for the financial sector, will depend on how the financial sector and economy itself reacts to external shocks. Physical risks events will have a direct impact on the economy. The economy will also be impacted by the combined impact of physical and transition risks becoming reality, which produces a series of shocks. These shocks will result in inflation or could cause growth slowdowns and recessions, and will shape expectations and sentiment, which will continue to impact the economy, business, and financial institutions. We're interested in learning more about the way technology can help to anticipate the economic and financial impacts of future ESG climate and nature events. If you have professional experience that includes evaluating financial risk, and you are interested in gaining more hands-on experience with the use of AI models in finance and economics, you can sign up to get more information on the project. The link is available on our Linktree.